Mowgli swings through the trees, carefree and agile. He lands in a clearing and encounters a group of wolves, including Akela and Raksha. They are agitated and discussing a threat to their territory. Baloo lumbers into the clearing, trying to lighten the mood with a joke, but Bagheera remains serious. The wolves explain that a rogue tiger, not Shere Khan, has been encroaching on their hunting grounds and has been targeting their young. They fear for the safety of the pack. Mowgli, Bagheera, and Baloo follow the tracks of the rogue tiger, venturing deeper into the jungle than Mowgli has ever gone. They come across a hidden valley, where they see a different pack of wolves. Among them is a human girl, Anya, about Mowgli's age, who moves and behaves like a wolf cub. The wolves are protective of her, snarling at Mowgli and his companions. Anya stares at Mowgli with curiosity, sensing a connection. The rogue tiger attacks Anya's wolf pack. A fierce battle ensues. Mowgli, Bagheera, and Baloo join the fight, using their combined skills to defend the pack. Mowgli works with Anya, who fights with surprising ferocity. They manage to drive off the tiger, but not without injuries. In the aftermath, Mowgli and Anya share a moment of understanding, realizing they both straddle two worlds. Anya's wolf mother licks Mowgli's face in gratitude, accepting him as one of their own. Mowgli realizes he's not alone in his unique existence. Sunlight filters through the jungle canopy, spotlighting a small clearing where Mowgli practices his hunting. Mowgli clumsily lunges at Baloo. Baloo playfully dodges, his movements surprisingly nimble. Bagheera watches from a distance, his expression a mix of concern and pride. Baloo pauses, imparting wisdom. Remember, little cub, the jungle provides, but you gotta respect it. The idyllic scene is interrupted by distant thunder. Under the cover of night, a storm unleashes its fury upon the jungle as a small band of humans desperately seek refuge. From the shadows, Mowgli watches the humans, his eyes reflecting a mix of curiosity and nascent sympathy. Grey Brother emerges cautiously, his wariness palpable as he approaches Mowgli. Grey Brother warns, "Man cubs are trouble, Mowgli. Remember Shere Khan's warning." Mowgli remains silent, contemplating the plight of the vulnerable humans. Within the wolf den, firelight dances across the faces of the gathered pack, casting long, eerie shadows. Tension fills the air as the wolves debate the request for shelter from the humans. A shadow falls across the den entrance, heralding the arrival of Shere Khan. Shere Khan's presence brings a palpable threat as he declares, "These things bring only destruction. They must be driven out." A young voice rises in defense as Mowgli insists. "They are like me. They deserve our help." The pack is divided, caught between fear and compassion as the fate of the humans hangs in the balance. Mowgli, a figure of newfound agility, leads the wolf cubs through the jungle's embrace. He conquers obstacles with human ingenuity, earning the admiration of his wolf pack. Baloo watches from afar, his eyes twinkling with amusement as Mowgli introduces a new game to the cubs. Bagheera observes with a more cautious eye, aware of the potential dangers Mowgli's unique talents might invite. Tabaki lurks in the shadows, his sinister grin hinting at dark intentions. Within the wolf den, anticipation hangs heavy as Akela, the pack's leader, voices his concern. "Prey is scarce, we must be cautious." Tabaki lurks in the shadows, his words dripping with doubt. "Can we truly trust Mowgli? What if he leads Shere Khan to us?" Wounded and bewildered, Mowgli passionately defends his loyalty. "I have always been loyal. I would never betray you." Bagheera gracefully intervenes, reminding the pack of their sacred law. "Remember the law of the jungle. Loyalty is paramount. Mowgli is one of us." Tension fills the den, highlighting the widening chasm within the pack. In the solitude of the ravine, Mowgli sits, his young shoulders bearing the heavy burden of isolation. Baloo strums a makeshift instrument, attempting to lift Mowgli's spirits with a light-hearted serenade. "Come on, little buddy, shake those blues away. A little sunshine, a little song." Bagheera steps forward, his intense gaze piercing the silence. "Trust is earned, Mowgli. Betrayal is a venom that poisons everything. You must prove your loyalty beyond any shadow of doubt." The air is shattered by unsettling laughter as Tabaki and a pack of snarling hyenas emerge menacingly from the shadows, their intent clear. A powerful roar echoes through the ravine as Akela appears, leading a contingent of wolves, their eyes blazing with fierce loyalty. Akela approaches Mowgli, his expression a mix of pride and concern. "You have proven your courage, Mowgli. Your place in the pack is secure. But Shere Khan grows bolder. A confrontation is inevitable." In the heart of the jungle, Mowgli and Baloo playfully wrestle, their joyous laughter ringing through the trees. Bagheera watches from afar, his expression clouded with concern as he warns, "Mowgli, you must be careful. Humans are dangerous and pose a threat to the pack." Mowgli stumbles upon a lost human boy by the riverbank, an instant connection igniting within him. Defiantly, Mowgli retorts, "But Bagheera, he's just a little boy, lost and scared. I have to help him." In the dimly lit wolf cave, Mowgli cautiously steps inside, a human child cradled gently in his arms. Akela, the venerable wolf leader, observes Mowgli with narrowed eyes, his expression unreadable in the flickering light. Raksha, the wolf mother, approaches, her fierce gaze softening as she beholds the innocent child. A low growl rumbles through Raksha's chest, maternal instincts awakening within her. Shere Khan's menacing roar echoes from the darkness outside, shaking the very foundations of the cave and stirring fear in every heart. Tabaki lurks in the shadows near the entrance, his eyes glinting with malice as he anticipates the chaos to come. In the heart of the jungle, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera guide the human child towards the edge of civilization, unaware of the lurking danger. As they approach ancient ruins, Kaa descends, his eyes gleaming with hypnotic intent, ready to ensnare them. Mowgli disrupts Kaa's focus, and the group flees, plunging deeper into the jungle's embrace. Shere Khan emerges from the shadows of the ruins, his presence a looming threat to their escape. In a final act of cunning, Mowgli, with the aid of Baloo and Bagheera, outsmarts Shere Khan, securing the human child's passage to safety. Under the relentless sun, the jungle is a parched and faded painting. Bagheera's voice cuts through the heavy air. "The drought is worse than I've ever seen. We must find water soon." Baloo laments the scarcity with worry in his voice. "My honey supply is dwindling faster than I can catch bees." Mowgli's hopeful whisper pierces the despair. "I heard whispers of a hidden valley, a place untouched by the drought. Let's follow this path." After escaping the parched jungle, the trio find themselves in a vibrant green valley, teeming with life. Creatures of all kinds gather peacefully at the clear stream, quenching their thirst in serene harmony. From the cliffs above, Hero, the scarred leader, surveys the scene with a possessive gaze. Hero declares, "This valley is ours now. We will control the water, and they will obey." Mowgli, sensing an impending disturbance, scans the peaceful valley, his instincts on high alert. He notices the animals' uneasy glances and the monkeys' threatening presence, realizing a storm is brewing in this idyllic haven. Under the veil of night, a valley entrance becomes the stage for a tense face-off. Mowgli, Bagheera, and Baloo stand united, ready to defend their home. Hero's voice cuts through the night, challenging them. "This valley belongs to those who are strong enough to take it. Leave now, or face the consequences." Mowgli steps forward, his voice ringing with conviction. "This valley is for everyone, not just the strong. We can share the resources if we work together." Hero dismisses Mowgli's plea with disdain. "Words are meaningless, only power matters." Mowgli confronts Hero, appealing to his sense of reason, emphasizing the importance of cooperation for the survival of all. The fate of the valley hangs in the balance, as shadows dance in the moonlight, exaggerating the tension. In the heart of the jungle, Mowgli frolics with Baloo by a shimmering watering hole, bathed in the soft glow of dappled sunlight. Their idyllic play is abruptly interrupted by the arrival of Bagheera, his face clouded with concern. Bagheera warns, "Mowgli, there are strange sounds coming from the west." His voice drops, hinting at a deeper dread. Sounds of humans, and something else, something darker. The air grows heavy with unspoken fear, casting a shadow over the once carefree clearing. In the heart of Akela's cave, torchlight flickers, painting the scene with an eerie glow as Akela surveys his pack. Mowgli stands beside Baloo and Bagheera, the air thick with unspoken tension as decisions loom. Akela's voice resonates through the cave. "We must decide whether to confront them directly or find another way to protect our own." Mowgli steps forward, his youthful determination cutting through the tension. "I suggest a plan to use the jackal's own greed against them." Amidst the crumbling stones of an ancient ruin, Mowgli, nimble and quick, weaves through the pillars, setting snares with vines and sharpened branches. Baloo lumbers protectively behind Mowgli, while Bagheera, sleek and silent, watches from a high ledge as Scarface and his pack of jackals approach with malice. The jungle becomes a symphony of chaos, as Mowgli uses his knowledge and salvaged human tools to create diversions and obstacles, disorienting Scarface's pack. In a climactic confrontation, Mowgli faces Scarface, his eyes blazing with determination as he leads the pack into a narrow passage, a dead end hidden behind a collapsing wall. The jungle is safe once more as Mowgli stands tall amidst the ruins, a true protector of his home, the setting sun casting a long shadow behind him. The jungle is a symphony of life, as Mowgli and Baloo traverse its verdant canopy with joyful abandon, but their idyllic journey is abruptly halted as the destructive sounds of human intrusion shatter the jungle's tranquility. Mowgli pleads with restraint. "We have to find another way, Baloo. Violence won't solve anything." Baloo's massive frame trembles with fury. In the heart of the wolf den, torchlight flickers, casting shadows as Akela and the wolf pack gather, their unease palpable. Akela, burdened and worried, speaks with grave urgency. "The jungle is shrinking, Mowgli. We must protect what is ours." Mowgli stands firm, asserting, "I understand the needs of the humans. They need land to grow food." Rana challenges Mowgli, her voice sharp with suspicion. "Whose side are you on, man-cub?" Mowgli, accompanied by Baloo and Bagheera, observes the destructive logging operations that pollute the once pristine river. Determined, Mowgli envisions a plan to divert the river, creating a natural barrier to protect the jungle from further destruction. Mowgli directs Baloo to move large rocks and Bagheera to guide him through the undergrowth as they begin to reshape the river's course. The loggers stare in disbelief as the river is successfully diverted, creating a clear boundary between the jungle and the logging site. The loggers, initially angry, realize the benefits of the new water source and agree to respect the boundary. Bathed in sunlight, Mowgli's playful frolic with Baloo and Bagheera is abruptly halted as tension descends upon the jungle clearing. Akela's stern pack confronts Kiki's troop, the air thick with accusation. "You monkeys have stolen from us," Akela accuses, his voice echoing through the trees. Kiki retorts with fury, "We took nothing. You wolves are just trying to control everything." Caught in the crossfire, Mowgli bravely steps forward as Baloo quietly cautions, "Mowgli, be careful, pal." At Council Rock, torchlight flickers ominously as Akela, fur bristling, presents his accusations against the monkeys. Kiki retorts fiercely, her voice echoing accusations of resource hoarding against the wolves. Caught between loyalty and empathy, Mowgli offers a solution. Perhaps we could establish a system for fair distribution, ensure everyone has enough?" In the shadows, Shere Khan lurks, a sinister grin spreading across his face as he subtly fuels the discord. Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera venture into the heart of the jungle, their eyes constantly searching the dense foliage. The tranquility shatters as the churning waters of the Forbidden River come into view, revealing Kiki and her troop teetering on makeshift rafts. Akela's voice booms, filled with conviction. "Mowgli, they are thieves! Stand with your pack!" Kiki's desperate plea pierces the chaos. "We didn't steal anything. We found it. Please, believe me." Amidst the encroaching jungle, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera discover the skeletal remains of a forgotten human village. Mowgli, curiosity ablaze, explores the decaying walls, his touch a bridge to a lost civilization. Baloo, ever the pragmatist, seeks respite, oblivious to the echoes of the past. Bagheera, senses heightened, scans the surroundings, a silent guardian against unseen threats. Mowgli clutches a tattered book, his voice echoing with wonder and confusion. "What is this place, Bagheera? Was I like them?" Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Mowgli ventures back to the abandoned village, his heart pounding with anticipation and trepidation. He steps cautiously into a dilapidated hut, his eyes scanning the remnants of human life, each object whispering stories of a forgotten past. Shere Khan's menacing growl echoes through the ruins, stirring a primal fear deep within Mowgli's soul. "So, the man-cub returns to his kind? A fatal mistake," Shere Khan sneers, his eyes burning with hatred as he stalks through the village, ready to pounce. In the heart of the jungle, Mowgli faces Shere Khan as tension fills the air. Bagheera and Baloo emerge from the dense foliage, ready to defend Mowgli. Shere Khan's eyes burn with hatred, his focus relentless. Mowgli, torn between loyalty and heritage, glances at the ancient ruins nearby. With unwavering resolve, Mowgli declares, "I am of the jungle. This is my home." The dawn breaks, casting long shadows as the standoff continues, the fate of Mowgli hanging in the balance. Sunlight dances through the leaves, casting a golden glow upon the untouched hidden valley. Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera arrive at the valley's edge, their eyes widening in amazement at the sight before them. Mowgli inhales deeply, a sense of belonging filling his heart as he gazes upon his new home. Baloo exclaims, "This place is paradise, never seen anything like it." Bagheera cautions, "It is beautiful, but its isolation makes it vulnerable." Together, they stand united, ready to face whatever challenges may come their way in this hidden sanctuary. The human encampment, a crude intrusion, scars the jungle's edge. Machinery roars and trees crash, a symphony of destruction echoing through the untouched valley. Poachers huddle around a makeshift table, their faces illuminated by the harsh light. Kruger's predatory eyes gleam as he declares, "This valley is full of riches." He vows with ruthless determination, "We'll strip it bare and be gone before anyone knows." At the valley entrance, Mowgli stands firm, backed by his loyal wolf pack, ready to defend their home. Kruger approaches relentlessly, his men and hunting dogs a stark threat to the valley's peace. The air crackles with impending conflict, the valley's fate hanging in the balance. Mowgli's voice rings out, a challenge to the invaders. "This is our home. You will not destroy it." The wolves stand ready, their eyes glowing with determination, prepared to defend their territory alongside Mowgli. Sunlight streams into the jungle clearing where Mowgli and Baloo prepare for a hunting lesson. Baloo stands relaxed, showing Mowgli how to hunt. Mowgli hesitates, lost in thought, his brow furrowed with concentration. From the shadows, Bagheera watches with concern, his gaze fixed on Mowgli. Baloo encourages Mowgli, urging him to trust his instincts. "You think too much, little cub. Feel the jungle, don't just see it." The jungle teems with life, oblivious to Mowgli's inner struggle. Under the cloak of night, a band of jackals emerges from the shadows, their eyes gleaming with malicious intent as they invade the tranquil jungle. Led by the audacious Kigo, the jackals begin their rampage, disrupting the delicate balance of nature with their destructive actions. Mowgli watches from a hidden vantage point, his heart swelling with fierce protectiveness as he witnesses the havoc wreaked upon his cherished animal family. Kigo's declaration echoes through the night. "This jungle will be ours. We take what we want." Amidst the ancient ruins, Mowgli stands tall, a beacon of resolve against the encroaching shadows, as sunlight drizzles through the dense canopy, painting the scene with ethereal light. Baloo, Bagheera, and the wolf pack listen intently, their eyes reflecting a mix of concern and determination. Mowgli gestures emphatically, his voice ringing with conviction as he unveils his bold plan. "We must protect our home. We will show them the strength of the jungle." The crumbling ruins serve as a solemn reminder of battles past, now reborn as the stage for a desperate stand against the jackals. Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera trek through dense jungle foliage. Mowgli, ever curious, spots unusual stone formations overgrown with vines. Baloo is initially disinterested, focused only on finding fruit, but Bagheera senses something significant. Mowgli exclaims, "Look! What are those strange rocks?" Bagheera responds cautiously, "Those aren't just rocks, little one. They look like ruins." The trio enters the ruins of an ancient city, now reclaimed by the jungle. Crumbling walls, overgrown plazas, and weathered statues hint at a once grand civilization. Mowgli marvels at the intricate carvings, while Baloo accidentally triggers a hidden mechanism, revealing a secret chamber. Baloo nervously says, "Oops, didn't mean to do that." Mowgli excited replies, "Wow, Baloo, what else can we find?" Inside the chamber, the walls are adorned with ancient murals depicting the city's history and its people. A glowing artifact rests on a pedestal, radiating an otherworldly energy. Suddenly, a stone guardian awakens, its eyes glowing menacingly. The guardian roars, "Intruders! You shall not disturb the slumber of this sacred place." Mowgli prepares to defend his friends, grabbing a sturdy vine and readying himself for a confrontation. Mowgli, now a young boy, practices his hunting skills with Baloo near a cascading waterfall. The scene opens with vibrant jungle sounds and sunlight filtering through the dense canopy. Baloo playfully teaches Mowgli how to track prey, emphasizing the importance of respecting the jungle's delicate balance. Kaa watches from the shadows, her hypnotic gaze fixed on Mowgli, hinting at a hidden agenda. Baloo says, "Remember, little cub, the jungle provides, but it also demands respect." A pack of rogue monkeys, led by a cunning and ruthless leader named Raja, ransack the ancient temple ruins in search of treasure. The scene is dimly lit by flickering torches, casting eerie shadows on the crumbling walls. Mowgli and Bagheera arrive, attempting to stop the monkeys from desecrating the sacred grounds. A fierce chase ensues, testing Mowgli's agility and Bagheera's stealth. Raja taunts Mowgli, "You may be a man cub, but you're still just a pawn in this jungle." Shere Khan, scarred and vengeful, plots his revenge against Mowgli with his hyena lackeys. The scene is shrouded in mist, creating a sense of foreboding and danger. Shere Khan reveals his plan to exploit a rare lunar eclipse, using its mystical energy to unleash chaos upon the jungle. Mowgli, warned by a wise old elephant named Hathi, races against time to thwart Shere Khan's sinister scheme. Hathi warns, "The jungle is in peril, Mowgli. Only you can stop the darkness from consuming us all." Bathed in dappled sunlight, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera relish a tranquil day near a cascading waterfall. The earth trembles, shattering the calm. Mowgli's laughter turns to concern. "What was that?" A flurry of wings fills the air as birds flee in panic, signaling unseen danger. Bagheera's voice cuts through the unease. "Something is disturbing the peace of the jungle." Torches flicker, carving dancing shadows across the cave walls, as Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera follow Kaa into the abyss. Kaa's ancient wisdom pierces the silence. The disturbances are linked to an ancient artifact hidden deep within the cave. Baloo shivers, his unease palpable. "I don't like this place. It's giving me the creeps." Strange symbols emerge from the darkness, etched into the stone, whispering tales of a forgotten history. Glowing fungi cast an eerie light upon the treacherous path, as a swarm of bats fills the air with frantic whispers. As dawn breaks over the jungle clearing, Mowgli stands firm, a solitary figure facing a sea of watchful monkeys. Raja, the cunning leader, returns Mowgli's defiance with a glare full of ambition and hunger for power. Baloo and Bagheera stand beside Mowgli, their protective presence a stark warning to any who dare challenge their ward. Mowgli's voice cuts through the silence, a challenge thrown down. The jungle belongs to everyone, not just you. In the heart of the jungle, Mowgli, a young boy, trains under Baloo's watchful eye. Baloo playfully swats at Mowgli, teaching him to use the environment to his advantage. From a distance, Bagheera watches with a shadow of concern clouding his gaze. The humid air hangs heavy, filled with the sounds of unseen creatures as Mowgli pauses, his voice tinged with doubt. Do I truly belong here? Baloo gently reassures him, his voice a comforting rumble. You are the bridge, little cub, between two worlds. Mowgli absorbs Baloo's words, his expression shifting from doubt to newfound resolve. In the heart of the wolf den, torchlight flickers across the walls as Akela addresses the anxious pack. Whispers ripple through the den as wolves exchange furtive glances, their doubts casting a shadow over Mowgli's loyalty. Raksha steps forward, her eyes blazing with protective fire, challenging the dissenters and reminding them of Mowgli's courage. Unseen, Mowgli stands at the edge of the den, his young face etched with a mixture of hurt and understanding as he overhears the hushed conversation. The weight of their doubts settles heavily upon Mowgli's heart as the realization dawns on him that his place within the pack is not as secure as he had naively believed. I will always be one of you. Mowgli parts the dense vines, revealing the haunting beauty of ancient ruins reclaimed by the jungle. Amidst scattered stones whispering tales of a forgotten civilization, Mowgli finds himself drawn to a stone tablet. Hathi emerges from the depths of the jungle, his ancient presence commanding respect as he approaches Mowgli. Hathi speaks with timeless wisdom. The jungle remembers, little one. Never forget the lessons of those who came before. In the heart of the jungle, Mowgli ascends a thick vine, his youthful energy palpable. Distracted, Mowgli glances at a charcoal rubbing, his curiosity piqued by the mysterious symbols it holds. Baloo, carefree and jovial, stands nearby, nose twitching as he revels in the sweet aroma of honey. Mowgli proudly presents his creation. Look, Baloo, I made a rubbing of the symbols. Mowgli insists. They're not scribbles. It's a map, I think. It leads to something important, something human. Mowgli and Baloo struggle through dense foliage, their path marked by Mowgli's makeshift map. Before them, a crumbling stone archway emerges, a silent sentinel guarding the entrance to a forgotten city. Baloo hesitates, sensing a lurking danger in the heavy, humid air. Mowgli, fueled by insatiable curiosity, pushes past the threshold, eager to explore the mysteries that lie within. Amidst the crumbling ruins of the forgotten city, Mowgli and Baloo venture deeper, sunlight piercing through the decaying structures. They halt abruptly as they come face to face with Kaa, coiled tightly around a massive stone pillar. Kaa warns, beware, little one, for this city holds sleeping guardians and the echoes of a forgotten past. Disturbing them could unleash a darkness upon the jungle. Kaa continues ominously, this city holds a power that could corrupt the jungle. Leave it undisturbed and the jungle will remain safe. Mowgli is torn between his desire to learn the city's secrets and Kaa's ominous warning. Mowgli, agile and free, soars through the jungle's emerald canopy, a dance as old as time itself, a dark omen, the intrusion of man's mark upon the ancient trees, etching a tale of impending threat into the very soul of the jungle. Mowgli's youthful brow furrows with concern as he shares his grim discovery with the ever-relaxed Baloo. Baloo dismisses the danger with a lazy swat, his massive form a picture of carefree indifference amidst the looming threat. Bagheera's voice cuts through the humid air, a stark warning. These markings mean humans are planning something that could threaten the jungle. Under the cloak of night, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera venture into the heart of ancient ruins, their every step shrouded in secrecy. Their ears catch the echoes of greed as the developer's sinister scheme unfolds, led by the ruthless Mr. Sterling. Mr. Sterling proclaims, "This jungle is nothing but untapped potential. We'll make a fortune." Mowgli's fists clench, his young heart ablaze with determination to shield his jungle home from the impending destruction. Exposed, the trio ignites a desperate chase, their intimate knowledge of the jungle their only ally against capture. They harness the jungle's ancient secrets, weaving through shadows and undergrowth, evading their pursuers with cunning and grace. The first light of dawn breaks through the jungle canopy, revealing Mowgli standing defiantly. Mowgli stands his ground, declaring, "This isn't just land, Mr. Sterling. It's a home to countless creatures, a vital part of the world." Behind Mowgli, Baloo takes a step forward, ready to defend their home. Bagheera lowers himself, prepared to strike, the air thick with tension.